G'day guys, in this video I'm going to do a review of the Humble Doorway Chin-Up Bar. Now it's probably one of the best indoor exercise inventions of the decade, if not the century, because now any doorway, or just about any doorway, can become your personal gym. Before I go and find a doorway to show you how this works, I'm just going to show you another type of doorway chin-up bar that is on the market that I think is good if you are not worried about putting brackets in your doorway frame. So this is an alternative type of doorway chin-up bar. However, this one requires brackets that need to be screwed into the door frame. I've stuck with this one because this one is simple, it's easy, I've used it for many years, and I'll show you a way making sure that you don't damage your door frame. Alright, so here I have a doorway that I can place this doorway bar into. One thing to ensure is when you're buying it, check the specifications to ensure that it actually fits within the door frame for which you intended to be used. In my case, this doorway is quite good. It basically fits like this. The sides here press against there, and this top bit sits on the top just there. So this doorway bar, chin-up bar, is actually pretty good for me. But let me show you a couple of things you need to do if you are, for example, renting. You don't want to damage the wood on the door frame, and this can actually damage it, and I'll show you how it has damaged over here. Let me grab the camera. Alright, so if I take it over here and I'll show you over here, you can see that, you can see damage. You can see there is a damage. I mean, it's not much, but you basically need to ensure that, like, especially if you're renting, that you don't cause that sort of damage. So the way to do that is simply to put a sock on each end that is up against the timber there, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I've got a couple of socks here, and I'm just going to show you how to attach a sock on the end that goes against the wood so that this part doesn't damage the wood on the frame of your door frame. So you basically wrap the sock around that end at the point at which the contact to the door frame is made. Just wind the sock around and then basically just put it over the top of the bar like that, of the end like that, and that should stay there. And that pressed against the door frame should not damage or help prevent damage to the door frame. Alright, so here it is with the sock on there and another sock on the other end. I'm just going to put that up. And as you can see, each sock is now pressed against the wood, and that stops it from damaging that wood. So now I can apply downward pressure as I will do my chin-up. Now, the one thing is, make sure you're very careful with this bar because it can come off and you can fall and hurt yourself. So you need to be very careful. Don't lift your feet up, or don't hang upside down. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend that you use it with absolute care and caution. So these things do tend to fail and fall, and the last thing you want to have is a spinal injury as a result. So once again, take care. Load the weight up slowly. You can hear it creaking and moaning. Now I've got my feet off the ground, but my knees are still pointing to the ground in case I do fall. Okay, and looking from the front, the same thing. So I might use the inner door, inner handles here, just slowly applying the pressure, bending the knees, but keeping the legs down, and now doing slow movements. You shouldn't be jerking, but doing slow movements, up and down, just like that. Okay, so there's the doorway pull-up bar. It's great, but you do have to use it with caution, and you should try and make sure you don't damage the door frame by using a couple of socks. Other than that, it's a bloody good invention. Great for when you're stuck at home and you can't go to the gym to work out. So take care, and I'll see you next time.